My name is Coding Krishna. I'm from Pointer Coders. Please visit our website pointercoders.com for more videos and tutorials. Today I'm going to discuss about object typecasting in Java. Last class I discussed what is typecasting. Assigning one data type to another or one object to another object is known as a typecasting. Okay, Java supports two type of castings: data type casting and object casting. So data type casting I have discussed in my last class. Today I'm going to discuss about object casting. Okay, so what is object casting? Okay, Java object casting. One object reference can be typecast into another object reference. The cast can be its own class type or one of its super classes or of soap interfaces. There are compile time rules and runtime rules for casting in Java that we'll discuss all these things with an example. I have created a simple example here. So in my example, I have an interface called a vehicle, and then it has a method called transport method, and I have a abstract class. Okay, where my abstract class implements the vehicle, and then it's provide the implementation for my transport method, but it has again two unimplemented methods. Okay, abstract methods. Okay, load and unload. So a transportation is a kind of vehicle as a behavior is called transportation. Heavy vehicles will always have a loading and unloading of the content while they are transporting. That's why I have taken two abstract methods. Okay, load and unload. Okay, and I have a truck class. This truck class extends the heavy vehicle, and then it is provided the implementation for unload and load methods. If you see this, I just provided the implementation like simply sysout. Here it's provided implementation. If I put it as sysout also is fine. Right now I don't have any logic of loading and unloading, that's why it's a simple sysout. And I have a extra method called repair vehicle in this particular truck. So I hope you guys understood this hierarchy. Simply I have an interface, and then I have an abstract class which implements this interface, and I have a class which extends this uh, abstract class and which provide the implementation for all abstract methods. So this is the hierarchy of my interface, abstract class, and my class. Now in my app main class, what I am doing is I created a reference for my interface. I hope you guys know that we can create a reference for the interface, but we cannot create the object for the interface. That's why I created a reference for interface. And then similarly, I created a reference for my abstract class because I'm not be able to create object for my abstract class of heavy vehicles. So these two statements are clear, I hope. Now what I am doing is I created an object for my truck. So I created an object for my truck class. So I can create it. Okay. So I hope you guys well aware about it. So now what I am doing is my truck reference I am assigning to the interface reference V. It's possible in Java. So if it is in a hierarchical relationship in such a way that, okay, in my example, my class extending the abstract class, my abstract class implementing the my interface called vehicle. So that's why for the vehicle reference I can able to assign the truck object, and I can call the transport method of this particular interface. So this we call it as a upcasting. So you need not to do any explicit things for this. You can directly assign the one of these class implemented class into a reference, and then you can access the complete functionality. So if I run this particular program, so here, so that I'm able to access the t.transport. So whenever I assign t.transport, see, I just running this particular app, and then when I run this particular, I got this particular sysout. Okay, and then okay, t.transport, which is calling from the my abstract class because of the implementation is there in the my abstract class. That's why a vehicle heavy vehicle transport method is get called. So I hope you guys understood this particular thing. So what I did is to the interface reference I assigned the implemented object. So class object that is called truck reference I assigned to the vehicle reference, and then I am calling the transport method. So it is calling the implemented methods correspondingly. So here, so heavy vehicle implemented, that's why heavy vehicle transport, and then it has internally okay, load and unload methods, which are abstract methods in here. So it is calling load and unload methods from here. I hope you guys understood this thing. Okay, the call sequence. So first it is going to the abstract class, and then it is displaying this heavy vehicles transport method, and then it is trying to call the load and unload. The load and unload is implemented in the subclass called truck, and then it is calling the unload and load methods correspondingly. Okay, I hope you guys understood this particular part. Now similarly, what I am doing is, for my abstract class reference, heavy vehicle reference, I can assign the implemented class object. Okay, so that's why I am assigning T to the heavy vehicles reference. So now with the same reference, I can call the transport. Okay, this also we call it as upcasting. So any super class reference, I can assign the subclass objects. Okay, so again, if I'm calling, then it will call the same sequence: transport dot heavy vehicles dot transport, and then truck dot load and truck dot unload. So this is what, okay, normal upcasting. Suppose assume that we have a situation where we need to now I want to typecast the I have a vehicle reference. Assume that interface reference is there. Interface reference contains now truck object. Now I want to typecast back to my truck reference. I have a TT, so TT truck TT reference I created. Okay, truck reference is TT. Now what I want is from my vehicle interface. Okay, so here I have a vehicle interface. V is a reference. In this reference, I have the object of my truck. Now what I want to do is, I want to convert back to my truck reference. So in this case, what I am doing is, V, I am explicitly typecasting to my subclass, my class, whatever I create an object, and then I am able to call all the methods. Okay, like truck dot tt dot transport I can call, and I can able to call repair method also, if you see in this. So where I'll get the benefit of I'm able to call the repair, but in this case I cannot call the repair method which is there in my truck. Okay, suppose assume that a situation comes like this: your interface reference contains the object of one of the implemented class, and you want to typecast back to actual class. Then you could do in this fashion called downcasting. So now if you run this particular program, you can able to see that. Okay, and then it is again calls the same vehicle transport, and then it is able to call the repair method. Similarly, if suppose you want to downcast from a from one of your super class, so in this call, in this case, I have a heavy vehicle. So heavy vehicle I want to downcast to, okay, my subclass. So I can do the same thing. So here if you see, okay, heavy vehicle reference contains the TT object. So what I am doing is, I am downcasting to my TT reference, downcasting to the TT reference. So here, so the TT one reference contains now TT object. So here heavy vehicle reference is one of the super class for this truck. So super class is actually abstract class. So the reference contains the actual truck object. Now the truck object I am typecasting back, and then if I call, this will also will work similar way as we saw on the interface. So now downcasting here, downcasting from interface I can give. Uh, okay, so downcasting from, okay, from super class. Okay, I hope so. Now if you see this, I hope you guys understood what is upcasting, what is downcasting of the references. Okay, so it's very simple. So to the interface reference, you can assign its implemented objects. Okay, so this is directly implicit casting. You not to do anything. So our super class references, you can assign the subclass objects. Okay, that is upcasting we call this. Downcasting means super class reference or a super interface reference contains the some object that you want to cast to your actual implemented class. Then you have to do okay, downcasting. Or if your super class has reference has the one of the object and you want to convert back into the actual class object, then you have to do the downcasting to get all the object. So this we call it as a downcasting. I hope you guys understood what is object casting. Okay, thank you very much to giving me an opportunity to view this particular tutorial. Thank you. Please visit our website for more videos and tutorials, panelcodes.com. Okay, support us.